So we are going to be talking about the messages for February. So the question that we're going to be talking about is what does the collective need to know for the month of February? And so me and Becca, we dreamt and we came up with some messages from Spirit. And some of the messages I'm going to tell you are protecting yourself and trusting in your intuition to make the choices that are going to be safe for you. So that's something that you need to do. So there's a lot of energies right now that are really intense. You know, there's a lot from both sides of the spectrum. So you just really protect yourself and make sure that, you know, you feel safe. And then also another message I got is also letting people make their own decisions and staying out of what they choose to do, even if you don't agree with them. So this would be like if somebody wants to move or they want to travel or they want to get a vaccine, you leave your personal opinions out because they're going to choose what they want to choose. And you just have to let them do that and honor that. You can't be just going in and convincing or giving your opinion of why you shouldn't do it or, you know, why they should. It doesn't matter. This is their choice and this is their free will.
Right, it's a big piece of holding space for others. It's a test of holding space. Can you hold space for somebody who has a different opinion?
Right. Yeah, and that's very important because we have to hold space because we are all different. We all have our own opinions on things and we just have to honor that. And so also the divine feminine and masculine. This is needing the balance of both. So we can't be all dominated in masculine or all dominated in feminine. It's all inclusive. So we need to have that balance of both. So Becca, what did you get?
Some of the themes that I got were about an emotional, what I like to call a backpack. So as we go on our journey, we take our stuff and we shove it in like an emotional backpack. And sometimes that backpack can get very heavy. And Spirit is really suggesting that we sometimes pause and just like kind of do like a mental checklist of your backpack and see if there's anything in there that you might not be using that maybe you forgot about or that you could maybe let go of as we start the month so that you have more energy to focus on things as I go down the list, things that are more heart-centered. A couple other things that Spirit has shown me was about taking, hang on, I gotta find my paper. Oh, so we as individuals sometimes look through the lens of what is everybody else saying, what is everybody else doing. We need to sometimes pause and take that lens and flip it around and look at ourselves. Look inside ourselves and see how that we can make a unity of divine feminine and divine masculine so that we are one person, so that when we project outward, we are coming from our heart space. This is like a really intense process, but don't get overloaded. Take one thing at a time. And even though you may have obstacles, you don't always have to go head on. You can examine the obstacle, take a look at it, and see how maybe you could come at it from different angles. This will help you process more and come within. And in doing so, that's like a rejuvenation for yourself, and it's self-love. So those are some of the themes that I received for February's message. And I just want to say, where I was dreaming and had like a blank, Vanessa was dreaming the blank. I can't tell you how much this is so cool that when we do this, like she just kind of like picks up and then I pick up. It's just the coolest thing in the whole world. So I just got to tell everybody that.
Yes, it's so cool because then when we meet up and talk about it and kind of decode everything, we say the dreams we had and it just fits. And so
Yeah,
it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
it's super cool. If you guys need any help with, like, if you don't understand any of the terms that we're saying, like what does practice pause mean? What does your heart center mean? What does setting up boundaries for yourself or protection for yourself? Vanessa has a lot of tools that she can use to help you through her business, which is, what is it?
IntuitivePsychicHealing.net.
Yep. And if you'd like a really deep message and you want one directly from Spirit, Vanessa or I can dream for you. And in case you don't know how that works, we just take your intention, we take it to bed, and we kind of do just what we did with the collective message for February. So, and that message is specific only for you. So if that's something you're interested in, are you doing dream decoding?
Yes, I can do that as well. So that way you have a better understanding of what your dreams mean, because we have different languages. So it's better that we both talk about it and we both see what is going on in your dream and what these symbols mean to you. Yes.
Right, exactly. Because, and I will say this, even though we didn't talk about it, but it kind of is pertinent. For example, Vanessa and I had something in our dream that was the same, but it meant something different for her and something different for me. So that's why we were like, oh, we better dream a second time to make sure that we have clarity. And then we did get our clarity. So it's really important to just, when you're getting a decoding of your dream, that you do it with the person who's helping you, because you will be able to understand your dream much better. And it's satisfying to be like, oh, I figured that out for myself, kind of.
Yeah. And if you are new and you're getting into this whole dream language and what it means, I would highly suggest to just write them down every night. And even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's just a little bit of this, just write it down, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to make sense later when it comes up again in a different day, a different night of dreaming. So start writing them down, and that will help tremendously.
And you don't have to like sit there and be like, oh my God, I need to remember all. No, you don't have to remember all. Just start with what you do remember, for sure. Because the more you start to remember, the more you use your muscle memory, and your brain's like, oh, we're doing this. So it'll help out a lot. So is there any other messages that you want to talk about?
No, I think we're good. I think until next month for the collective.
Yes. So stay tuned, because we're doing this every month. So, and I think we probably will try to do another live, I think. We're going to try. Yeah. So I guess that's all. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to message Vanessa or myself, and we will be more than happy to help you. So with that, I'm going to unrecord. Bye.
Bye.